Hey guys, Spawn here. Today we're going to be taking a look at Mythic Raid Boss Dimensius with commentary. Here is the gear that I was wearing, and here are the talents that I was using. Before we get started, if you have any Weekora add-on or UI questions, please join my Discord, link below. I have everything available there. If you have any rotation questions, please check the description below for my 11.2 Elemental Shaman guide. And if you enjoy watching videos with commentary, please like, subscribe, and comment below. Let's get started. Okay, so Mythic Dimensius. This ended up being a hard fight, and we're going to cover where I use my defensives and where I use my abilities. So before the pool, right around 3 seconds, you want to cast your Stormkeeper and Storm Ellie, and then port around 1 second. Now this next part could be variable, but what you want to do is you want to I gust of winded off the platform once or twice. My other shaman had too. If you immediately ascend here, you're not going to tag the other ads on the other side. So what I like to do is I like to kind of land, make sure I'm facing that way, and then gust the wind toward that side, and then instantly ascend into a P wave, and then I chain 3 times. Now I know this is going to overcap you, but I want to get my ANS on CD right away. And then I'll Earth Shock to dump some Maelstrom, potentially proc another Ascendance, and then I get one more Chain Lightning, and then everything should die. One more Chain Lightning into single targeting the boss. So now I'm single targeting the boss. Remember, you're not pressing Spirit Walker's Grace yet. Super important. You're just single targeting. You want to hit Spirit Walker's Grace a little bit after this, like right around here. That's where I do it. And we'll have the very first knockback here. You'll probably have pre-positioned spots where to drop your poo. So this is kind of like where I am. This I don't, since I have Spirit Walker's Grace, I don't bother Gust of Winning. It's DPS loss. So I'm DPSing, coming to my spot, and the very first thing is as the ad spawn, you want to Liquid Magma Totem this set in the front because it's going to tag the boss and the ad, and then Flame Shock the ad in the back. And that's just so that when you Primordial Wave, it's going to hit the boss, the ad, and this ad, and get you the extra haste from every additional Flame Shock. And then this is where you want to press your first wall here. So this is where you press your first wall. This should last until the explosion. Don't Earthquake here. So you're going to want to P-Wave as soon as possible. You still have a little bit of Spirit Walker's Grace. And then you want to Ancestral Swiftness. And then as long as you're chaining off the front ad, it'll hit the front ad, the boss, and the front ad on the other side. If you chain the boss, it's only going to chain the boss and the front ad. So keep that in mind. Always chain lightning off the front mass. And then if you need to help DPS the back ad, then do so. And then you can see here my Astral Shift will cover this explosion. So we're pretty healthy here. And then you want to go in this circle to soak it down. And you can see here, if this red line is ahead of this blue line, we're going to wipe because you have to soak it. And then there'll be 2 debuffs that you want to run back here. One will say back, which goes on the marker, and one will say front, which goes in the front. And we didn't get it here, so we just continue to soak. These masses are going to be assigned. If you get assigned one of those masses, usually you'll soak this first, grab your mass, and then use that to pull your friends down immediately, please. Because my only deaths in P1 were people not sucking me down, and those were very annoying. So make sure you suck your teammates down. As an Ellie Shaman, you should not be dying in phase 1. We have great tools to stay alive. So now after that, that's rinse repeat. Now it's going to spawn 4 ads again, and you want to kill them around the same time. This we are going to cancel the knockback with Gust of Wind. Let me turn myself down. And then no Spirit Walker's Grace, depending on when you guys have time spirals. We only had one phase 1, unfortunately. But here's where you, as he's casting his smash, his knockback, this is where I normally cast Stormkeeper into Storm Ellie. And then potentially another instant cast, but then I want to Gust of Wind cancel that knockback. And then immediately, right, I'm looking to uh, Ancestral Swiftness, Magma Totem this ad so it hits the boss, Flame Shock the ad in the back into an immediately Primordial Wave. I drop a Quake to drop Maelstrom probably, and then chain, 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 chain. This is all you're doing. Chain, you're hitting this, you're hitting that guy, and then the other ad over here. And then this ad should be assigned by somebody else. If it needs help, you can obviously nuke it after this guy's dead. But what I'm doing is I'm chaining this guy. If he's dead, I'm looking at the HP on the other side over here. And if they need help, I keep chaining. Even if it's ads at 0, all 4 ads have to die. And then in terms of defensives here, I have Earth Ellie running, so I should be okay. If you feel in danger, though, you want to press Stone Bulwark Totem here. But I'm chilling. So then I'm chilling, and then we have use your instants for movement here. You can see me pressing Ice Fury. You see me pressing Earth Shock. I'm probably gonna Frost Shock into a Reflame Shock soon. Now we get the debuff, and here's where I make my first mistake. You want to drop this Storm Melee as soon as possible so that it's up for the next phase. I unfortunately do not, and I get this front one, so I go to the front, refresh my Flame Shock. Then my friend's gotta suck me down, and then you're gonna hide soon. Now this second hide is where you gate. You want to wait till everyone is saved. You want to gate, and then you're gonna pop CDs here. You don't need a defensive. Usually it's like a Link or Heavy Healer CDs. And this is where I get my first time spiral. So I want to Spirit Walker's Grace out of here. And at least CDs line up really nicely, the Primordial Wave for the ads. And then you want to get knockback. You want to cancel this knock. And then Gust of Wind to the same spot, depending on where your spot is. And then again, Ancestral Swiftness, Magma Totem, Flame Shock, P-Wave, Spam Chains. You should have, this is where I use my second Spirit Walker's Grace right around this time. I use it right here, and I'm just chaining. You should live the drop, and then you should wall this next explosion. So I wall this next explosion, and I'm just chain spamming. I'm looking over here to see if they need help. I should swap off back to the boss soon. Everything is dead. And then you just continue your single target. Maintain uptime as best you can. This guy's going to phase soon, and I'll show you what I mean by I messed up not sending my Storm Melee on CD. It's not going to be up for the platform, and it kind of like, it made me lose a decent amount of damage overall. And again, this time I send Primordial Wave because before waiting for the ads, because he's going to push anyway, so you're not going to have it for the ads. And then you're single targeting, and I'm not going to Gust of Wind because, again, it's DPS loss. I can just take this knock and land safely, but chances are we're going to push it before we even drop puddles. And while you're up here, you can just spam Frost Shock. If you are the only Shaman and you need to rebuff someone who died, make sure that you rebuff them here. Otherwise, spam Frost Shock. Hit a Lava Burst, spam Frost Shock. And now we go into Phase 2. Phase 2, I was not in charge of collecting any orbs, so I'm just flying straight there. What you want to do is you want to mount up, spam your Whirling Surge, go through these rings, dodge these rocks, don't get hit by them. You can skip this ring and go down, but I mean, sometimes I was really close to the beam. It's probably not worth it. Just play safe, go through all the rings. And then you can see here my Storm Melee is late. So if I had sent it on CD, this would have been up, right? So, and then you want to send immediately. So like it should be Storm Melee, it should be Stormkeeper into Storm Melee into immediate ascendance so that it's up for the final P3. In this case, it's kind of fucked up for me. So I hit Stormkeeper, I ascend anyway because I need to ascend. And then I'm gonna hopefully Storm Melee soon. I drop Storm Melee, it's DPS loss in ascendance, whatever, right? Now notice my positioning. You want to be on the left side because if you get the lines, you want to Gust of Wind as soon as you get hit because that's our only way of escaping. If you have a line here and then you try to gust, you're going to run into the ads wall and then just die. So after you ascend, the ads are going to spawn. This is where I pop my Spirit Walker's Grace, like right around this time with the line. So if I had one, I would stay over here, and then as soon as I get hit, I'd gust to the safe spot. This time I don't. I have Spirit Walker's Grace running, and I drop like 1 Earthquake, 2 max. These ads just get deleted. I feel like more than that is probably just like a little bit of pad, but I think 1 is maybe 2. And then all you're doing is spamming Chain and Earth Shock onto this guy, Ardoshian, whatever he's called. And then you use your Spirit Walker's Grace, get over here. If you're assigned to CC, you CC, but I'm CCing on the second set. So if you see here, you can see what I'm pressing. Chain, Earth Shock, chain, Earth Shock. I like to Ice Fury and refresh Flame Shock a lot. Lava Burst for single target, and then I'm just chaining, Earth Shocking. Now we get into the 3 gravities, and then make sure you spread out in this here, because if you cleave each other, you could die. Because this guy, Dimensius, is throwing a giant rock, right? So you want to not get hit by this big rock. And then notice I haven't used a personal at all. It's pretty chill in this phase so far. I didn't ever feel I was in danger around this part. And then what's going to happen again, if you have a line, stay over here. And then once you get hit, gust this way, and then it's going to be into winds, right? So if you have a line, stay here. As soon as the line hits you, gust immediately because the winds are going to start pushing you. So I gust this way. We get a time spiral, and I'm going to use that right away with Spirit Walker's Grace. Boom, there it is. And now I'm still, notice I'm just chain, Earth Shock, chain, Earth Shock. Here I'm going to P-Wave. I just proc, so I'm going to get all the additional Flame Shocks. This is a weak aura that doesn't show the enemy nameplates. It only shows the enemy nameplate that we need to kill, but there are enemies here. That's why I'm chaining. It looks weird, but they're there, and then we use our and just chain air shock, right? Now I know I didn't get the first line, didn't get the second line. Chances are I'm getting this third line. So I'm gonna position like over here, hopefully. And I know this is also my CC. Oh, I actually didn't get this line either. So this is also my CC. After the blind goes out, I drop a cap. And this is why I have double cap, because it's gonna stun these guys twice, and you just again chain. I think I drop one or two earthquakes. I magma totem as well. This ad dies slower, so you might need a couple more earthquakes. And then we're gonna get the final gravity, which is triangle formation, and you're gonna have a gate for this. So you're gonna gate. You're gonna go in here, and then it's gonna be a big rock. Make sure you spread. Make sure you don't fall off. We had a couple people fall off. Honestly, I'm pretty damn close to the edge here myself. All right, so as soon as he's dead, you're gonna want to run up to the front. Gust of wind up there. I don't know why. It's fine. Refresh your Earth Shield here. It's downtime. Mount up, and I just go through all the rings safely. This deck's pretty chill. Now again, because that first Ellie was delayed, now this next Ellie is kind of delayed, and I end up not using it, so I lose one full use of Elemental. Of Storm Ellie. Not like insanely DPS loss, but I didn't use it on this platform because I wanted it up for the boss. But usually if you use Storm Ellie on CD, it'll be up right here for this part, so you can drop them immediately. So again, here I Stormkeeper, Flame Shock the guy, and P-Wave, and then it comes up like a little bit later, and I think I opt not to use it. Alright, so this platform, first thing you want to do is bait orbs. You should have a marker down. You see this bait orbs. So I pop my Spirit Walker's Grace right now as soon as the orbs start coming in, because the orbs are done, add spawn, orbs come in, and you move to the right. Whoever's in charge of soaking orbs can do that. I have no CC, and then again I drop more quakes here because these always died slow for us, so I drop like 3. And then again, chain lightning, earth shock this guy, and then you're gonna wanna gust over that purple crap if there is on the ground and go into your triangle formation. And then again, you're just chaining, and then you see me losing a Storm Ellie. I'm not sure if I could have dropped it. Maybe then it would have been late on the boss, and you don't want to drop it on the boss during Lust and CDs. It's like annoying. So again, a lot of chain. If you need help on the wall, sometimes I was swapping and earth shocking the wall to help. And then here's a time spiral you're gonna want to use. Time spiral, Spirit Walker's Grace is enough to stay alive. So as long as you're like near the top, you can just Spirit Walker's. These wins are pretty chill now. So now this is my stun next. So now we're baiting on triangle, and as soon as this bait orb goes away, now I can move. I'm gonna move, and again chain, drop some quakes, and I'm gonna drop my cap to double cap. Make sure you don't get hit by this, and don't touch the wall, you'll die. So we're breaking the wall, we're killing the null binders, and this is gate, right? So in terms of defensives, I use Astral Shift on the previous gravities. On the first platform, I don't have to use anything. I always felt pretty chill. Second platform, I always like shifted this first one so that it could be up for when I need it in P3, because this one always felt dangerous, and then this one feels dangerous as well after the gate. Like you see me getting low, and I always just like totem just in case, but it didn't look like I needed here in this person because healing links kind of like pushed me back up before I noticed. So, but I dropped totem anyway. And then here you want to like stop DPS, kind of like kill him after the boss is gonna do wins, and I'll show you. I'll show you why. So we kill like now because the wins are starting, and then you just want to Ghost Wolf here, and then let yourself be pushed off because the healers can heal here. And then in Ghost Wolf, you're taking this talent, right? 20% reduced damage, just like falling, or what? I think there's like a dot or something everyone gets. So you should be chilling here. Now, while you're falling on the next part, you can just re-Earth Shield yourself, re-Earth Shield someone else. I think I end up not doing that because I'm a noob, I guess. Because sometimes I would like Urshield myself and then Zac, my Warlock, because I'm trying to keep him alive. So now you land. I Stormkeeper Storm Ellie. I'm gonna pop Ascendance, Potion, Bloodlust, my P Wave into Lava Burst into Stormkeeper Charge 1, Lava Burst, Stormkeeper Charge 2, and then I'm just gonna Earth Shock probably because I'm gonna want to overcap. No, I Lava Burst and I overcap the shit out of my ability. Sick. Oh yeah. So sometimes like if like the Lava Burst insta procs like as I want to cast one, I don't seem to notice it half the time. So I'll double Lava Burst. That's a mistake. Like I'm Giga overcap. It happens. No big deal. Just carry on. I Lava Burst again. Like so like I'm super overcapping, right? Just playing not optimal, but I mean, you're not at the end of the day, you don't lose that much damage. Just maintain upturn, right? So now, okay, no defensives here. There's Bloodlust and then AMZ and Darkness should keep you alive, and your healers, right? You're lusted. Like you don't want to use any defensives here. Biggest mistake I made in this phase is not using Earth Ellie early enough. So I'll tell you guys when you guys should be using it roughly, and when you should be using your wall. So the first mechanic you're gonna get is a ring. Now, our time spirals were kind of weird. I don't want a Spearwalker's Grace right away if I have the instance to hold the instant cast to not. So in this case, I kind of delay it into the second ring. So like you can see as I'm moving, Earthshock is a global. I hard cast into P Wave, into instant lava burst, into another magma totem, into an instant lava burst, into an Earthshock, and then I pop my Spearwalker's Grace because I'm like, okay, now I'm out of instant cast. Now it's time for Spearwalker's Grace. You want to get touched by the first ring immediately, and the second ring as soon as your debuff wears off if you're healthy enough. So you can see me, debuff is off, so I want to move towards it. Boom. And then back away from the third ring until your debuff wears off. And then you're going straight into the Devour. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Our healer always pings himself saying this is 2 and 3. I was assigned to 3, which kind of sucks because we go left after and I'm far as heck. And then and the reason I Spearwalker's Grace late is because we have to get all the way to the opposite side, and you don't want to be AFK while running. So here, you want to get in around 1 to 1.5 seconds, and you want to Astral Shift near the end. So like around 1, I pop Astral Shift, I go in. As soon as it explodes, you go out. And I like to gust of wind to gain some distance, because now you're gonna get into gravities, and I'm ranged, so I'm far left. So you want to fight against this suck, because your tank is sucking you. And I always Ghost Wolf here just to play it safe, just to maintain my distance, and I want to stay in the gravity soak and kind of spread out. I don't think we cleave. We're fine.
Bro, can we stop dying to the first suck?
You can see me get a little frustrated because we seem to always die to the first suck, and I always think that that's the easiest one, but it is what it is. Okay, so now it's like back to single target, back to single target. Next thing is gonna be rings, right? So we should have a time spiral here, and you can see whichever ring lights up, that's where we're going. It's either gonna be left or right, and in this case, it's right. Right? You can see the different lighting up, right? So like, okay, I know I'm going right. Let's go ahead and use my instant cast to get over there. I pop the time spiral, which gives me free Spearwalker's Grace. A lot of the times, if I had instance, in this case I did, like I had Earthshock, I had Ice Fury, I had I could even hardcast Lava Burst. I think I still had time, and use that to get over here, and then use the time spiral later, right? The more you can delay and have Spearwalker's Grace, the better. In this case, I popped it early. A little bit of a misplay, but I think it's fine. And then you're single targeting, never stop casting, drop your Storm Ellie, go through the first ring, go through the second ring, delay the third, and you go into gravity, right? We get the left gravity, so we need to be over here as soon as possible. So I get over there, I stop, and this you kind of want to get sucked slowly. Try not to get sucked through this planet. I think it's okay if like 1 or 2 person does, but then here we're good, we're all alive. I think I even go, oh my god, we're all alive. Again, single target rotation. Next thing is going to be rings. We're going to have another spiral. Hopefully I delay this one if I play it correctly. Here we go to the right. There's a spiral. You can see me not using it yet. I Lava Burst, Earth Shock, Ice Fury, then I use it. Boom, go through one. Now here's where you should probably use your Earth Ellie right around this time. Like third set of rings. This is kind of like where you should use it, because then you're going to have like another group soak pretty soon, or like the planets exploding. This is where I should have used mine, but I actually didn't end up needing it, but you should use it. It lasts a full minute, 5% DR, 15% health. Definitely use it. That's one mistake I did. And then your astral shifts are only going to be used when you have to step in here and do the explosion. So the first one is on the first explosion, your second one's going to be in the second explosion. So now we have Spearwalker's Grace. We're going through the rings, back up for this, go through the ring, and it's going to be another suck with gravity. So this is the one that they say hands off your keyboard, let it suck you, get into your spots, let it suck you, and then it goes off and everyone should be cool. All right, so now we're chilling, going into the final Devour. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should be in this planet. And then this is where I use my final Spearwalker's Grace. I don't know if I should have. I feel like I needed one at the end. So, but we were supposed to get one, but our guy died. Anyway, so we get to 2, 1. You want to astral shift right around here and then dip in. Safe. Dip out. Hard left. Stack up for the AMZ. DPS boss, DPS boss. And then I know it's hard, but try to maintain your single target rotation, right? Optimally, right? So should use Magma Totem here. We're good. Now it's going to be like crazy, right? Now you're going to get the gravity, and then you have your healers in here, melee over here, range over here. And then he's going to do a suck at the same time. So you want to hit that gravity, and then this suck is like respect this suck, right? I think with Spearwalker's Grace, I could fight it and keep casting. I play it safe and I ghost wolf and I run against it. You can see how close those guys get. I probably would have been fine with Screwwalker's Grace DPSing, but I don't mind losing a little bit of DPS if I'm gonna ghost wolf and guarantee I stay alive. So now the final move is gonna be some rings. I see it immediately. I go left. Okay, I think I start to die here. We get our final time star. I use it for DPS. I see the raid getting low as hell. I'm like, oh shit, this is where I drop my Ellie, and I'm pretty sure I totem. So there's my totem, there's my Ellie. I'm like, okay, let's go DPS, DPS, DPS. You can see how close this ring gets for my debuff. This is my debuff. It wears off. Touch it, boom. People are dying because you got to. This is the part where you just gotta personal survivability, right? Stay alive for your guild. Do not die. Do the mechanics. Live, kill the boss. Take 9%. Stop dying, stop dying, stop dying, stop dying, right? Let's go. So we're DPSing. We're gonna get another one of those weird gravities and tank sucks where it's like you're gonna get sucked and you just fight it. Just Ghost Wolf here. Try not to stack. I know it's hard, but then Ghost Wolf. I Ghost Wolf early. I'm not getting sucked into this. Okay, back to DPS. My Ascendance is up. I hear my raid leader call Time Spiral, and then my dragon who had it dies right there, and I'm like, oh damn. But I'm playing like I'm gonna get one. I'm like, okay, I should get a spiral any second now. Now I see my health, and I'm like, okay, I can't touch this ring or I'm dead. Like I'm dying, so I'm gonna health pot, right? I'm gonna go, okay, I gotta live. I health pot this shit. I go through. I'm like, where's my spiral? I'm supposed to be getting it soon, but it never comes, and I didn't realize that he was dead. So I make the biggest mistake of all right here is not continuing down the left to touch the second ring immediately. So I'm like, oh shit, I gotta bail, I gotta bail. I touch this, and then the third ring comes in, and there's no time, right? I'm at 0.3 seconds. Maybe here could have stood here and saved myself, and it touches me, and I die, right? Because if you don't clear that debuff, the second one touches you. Honestly, I was probably dead anyway because all the healers are dead, and I had nothing left. But I decide to onk, and then we kill the boss anyway. And he's dead. And you can hear some of the
Holy shit,
screams.
baby.
And
Thank God,
we
bro.
kill the
Oh
boss.
my
And
God.
uh,
Look
I
here,
I
baby.
do not get the
Oh,
mount, but we
Unc.
do get the
I was about to
kill, and
Unc
that's
and
all I care
finish the
about.
motherfucking boss.
There's the achievement. We got the worst loot in the world. No mount. RIP for Bond. We'll get it next week. And that is Mythic Dimensius, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, hit that subscribe button. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.